What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I just saw Justin was just finishing up a live. What timing we have? What is this? What's everyone up to today? What are we doing? I got stuff to do in this room today. I don't know if I should be live or I should just work on it myself. But I usually kind of go live for a little bit, so I figured I would. What's up, B Shady? I know Maddie goes on in a little while, but he doesn't, that's not until like 6, I think. And I just popped on, nobody was really on. Oh, looks like I said, Justin was just on, finishing up. What's up, Pens Blade, Marco? What are we doing? What are we doing? I got stuff. I got this. Ooh, fancy cable. I have this. A small TV monitor wall mount. I also, boosh, we've got some lights. What's up, Laid Off Pete? I got some RGB. I know it's backwards, I apologize. Under cabinet lighting for these bad boys right here. What's up, Snail Trail Dale? We're getting it going. Justin, I got home, I turned on, I saw that you were finishing up. I didn't really have a chance to chime in. I was kind of unloading some crap. And then I went out and got the mail. I got a bunch of items, but yeah, Justin was just on. I noticed Flightanium was in there. You guys were talking about the beef. Justin's almost at 2K. Help him get there if you haven't already. I would assume it looks like everyone who's here already is on board. What's up, Neil? Love the beef. Where's the beef? Who's old enough to remember where's the beef? Couple of you, maybe, probably. Gabe, cheers. Second Red Bull of the day. Had my first one was at 6:45 this morning, although I did have 2 or 3 or 4 coffees throughout the day. Probably. So Justin, you got that? Did you get that ordered as well? For those of you that weren't yesterday, Justin and I started doing a Tuesday collaboration live, and we both decided to order this knife that is a one-piece aluminum handle. So it's technically an integral, I guess, because it's like a machined out or milled out, carved out aluminum handle, like slip joint. Kind of a cool looking older. It's been around for a while. But yeah, we both ordered one. I remember the Got Milk. Got Milk was popular. It's a 100-year-old design. How about that? I'll be dipped. Okay, so I need to grab this. I found a monitor. Look at how great that is. I think I'm ordering a Mac 2 today. Thank you for subscribing, Mosen. How's it going, Mosen? Welcome. A lot of custom stuff, a lot of knives, a lot of unboxings, a lot of joy. Today, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I did get this monitor right here. So with this monitor and the power cord that I've got out down the hallway, and then this cable, I can, and this wall mount. We're getting wild here. We're getting wild. Always wanted the Boker pen that has the auto knife in it. I have not seen that. It's like it sort of feels familiar, but not exactly. How does my audio sound? I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to stop talking and get an echo here for a second. Hold on. Turn this up. I'm going to stop talking and get an echo here for a second. Hold on. Turn this up. I'm going to stop talking and get an echo here for a second. Hold on. Well, hello there, Uncle Cal. Neil? Well, hello there. All right, it does have a little echo to it. I'm noticing this room, I need to get some more things up on the walls. We've got the shelves. If we go over to the other side, we've got the computer going. But I've got some bare wall, curtain for the window, bare wall. And it's a smaller room. I'm used to filming out in the living room. So this is, I don't know, it's all of a 9x10 or 9x9 room. This is going to be the new kind of workspace studio. I just have some miscellaneous junk on the shelves now. I'm going to be building some racks, kind of similar to like this, where they'll be able to be stacked up like so. So what I want to end up doing is I have a collection of probably 300 and some knives. And so each one of these shelves, I want to have a little row in the back like this, so I can have a little stack of them. Maybe put a few of them directly in front, across the front row like this, kind of a deal. You know, so they'll be stacked up like that, but then we'll have a nice row across here, and that'll be each shelf. Maybe we'll then take a few of these and then hang them up across the back side. So that's going to be pretty fun. I've got to get going on that. I did get these lights. So we've got some RGB under cabinet lighting that I am going to run underneath each one of these little lips. And so each one of those, I'll get that strip of light that will shoot into each compartment. Okay. Why not? But I did want to have, so the OTF pen from Boker. I don't know if I've seen that. Mick Ranger, what's up? Congrats on 9K. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you over there? Appreciate it. Yeah, we hit 9K. Real cool. We'll have a little party tomorrow for I use my horizontal standard weekly live is Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Central. You want to join me there? We're going to hang out, have a good time. So that is why I got all this stuff here tonight. I need to end up getting this monitor up. Right now, I haven't decided. I am a monitor freak. Got my new intro. I got to get some music over the top of that. It's one of my drone videos from a couple of years ago. But I'm kind of a monitor hog. Like when I live stream, here'll be my cameras. One of them will be shooting down at the table. The other one's pointed at me. And then I'm going to have, like, the studio will be up in one, and then I will have a file up for stuff we want to look at or look up in another. And that's generally all I really need, because I don't really want to have the overlap. What a fun. Oh, I need to get my drone flying again this summer. Okay, let's pause this for a second. Do you use your phone to film or another camera? My videos, or most of the videos you see, my unboxings and stuff like that, they're all on my phone. I have the Galaxy Ultra phone. Ooh, look at, we did this the other day too, kind of an inception within an inception. So this phone here is what I film most of my videos on. I shoot them in like 2K, and then I can drop it down to 1080 or whatever. If need be, but generally when I upload to YouTube, I do 2K. I did have them set up. I was shooting in 4K. I can shoot in 8K if I want, but even 4K, it's like the file is 4 times larger than the 2K file or whatever. It's just huge. It takes up so much space, and it's not necessary. Most of this stuff, you know, most people, I don't know, I think 1080 or having it up in 2K is really all you need. I have these 2 cameras here. This is a light, but these 2 cameras here. So this one points to my face for the lives, like you're seeing right here. And then if I go over here and I switch to table, that switches to this one here, which is pointed down at the table. So what I like to do is, I'm not live on this right now, but if I was live on this, I can open up this docs and pull up my chat, right? And then I'll put the chat right like on the side of the, oof, that's not how we want it. Well, no, I can't. All right, that's just, you just close the dockable window. I know. Okay, so usually, oh, great. And it's going to do that to me. Come on, I want to be here. It won't let me. Okay, there we go. So I usually put it like that. So then my chat will appear here. And what I like about having it like this is it's behind the camera. So when I've got my face cam on like such, you can see when I'm looking at the camera, if I look at the chat right there, I'm still kind of looking almost at the camera, versus if I put it on like on a screen, like I have my tablet, I'll have it over here showing the live feed when I was in the other room. Neil's got to go back to work. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Then if I'm looking over at this and I'm reading the chat like this, now I'm interacting more. You're kind of looking at the side of my face. And so I kind of like to have the chat like that. So I'm kind of still looking at the camera, kind of keeping a little more, you know, like that. So I'm going to put this monitor up there on the wall. So it's going to be right up here, awfully close. It's going to be right there in this little space. I have PVC attached to the ceiling, and overkill maybe, I don't know, is it fancy? No, but what that is doing is that is suspending my cameras, so I can bump the table, I can bump the lights, I can bump stuff, and unless I touch this, the cameras don't move, so I have a nice clean, and they're out of the way. And they are out of the way. So that is kind of where we're at. Got the new Cougar over here. Not the best computer in the world, but it is a Cougar. And it's got fancy lights and changing colors all over it, which apparently I wanted to get one that just had all the features I wanted. My buddy, who's a computer guy, came over and we went online and we built it. And we basically said, this is the video card we want, this is the hard drive, this, or, you know, like this is all the stuff we wanted. What's up, Clint? What's up, Matico? And so we kind of put it together, and he was like, well, what do you want? Let's look at them and see which one you like the way it looks. And I'm like, well, I don't care what any of them look like. I just want it to perform. Like, I don't want to spend extra money for all the lights and the whistles and the look. I could care less. I just wanted to make sure the video card was good, the RAM, you know, everything that I wanted it to do. I've been trying to overload it and open a bunch of stuff up on the computer. I'll test it tomorrow night during the live. But my CPU on my old one was overloading. Well, it runs good. I can play big video games on it. It is kind of a gaming PC, but it's older. But I was maxing out my CPU when I was running my studio like that. And now it barely hits, like, I mean, we don't have anything open right now. But if I open up my taskbar, my task manager, my CPU is at 6%. And I open up a ton of stuff, and it got to like 10. Versus the other one, it would max out. If I was running studio and then I opened up 2 different like YouTube channel or pages or whatever and played one video, it would start to max out and I'd start dropping frames, which we don't like. It's surprising how much CPU and GPU OBS takes. OBS, it's crazy. It just was like boom on my older one, but it was also, I mean, this one's running Windows 11, so obviously better than my older one was running. I don't even know. What does this say on here? Let's look. We're using 5% of my CPU, but OBS Studio is doing 4.6% of that. You know, it's the one that's the hog. But it works pretty good. I don't know. I never tried StreamYard. Basically, you got to pay for StreamYard. And so when I started out lives, I wasn't sure how much I wanted to really go with the lives. And so it's like you don't want to start spending $30 a month on something that you may or may not like or want to use or do. And so I was like, whoa, hitting my knives behind me here. Oh my God. Ugh. So OBS Studio is free. So I was like, all right, I'll try it. You know, one of the reasons though that some people don't try it is because there's kind of a learning curve. It's not the easiest thing to like create the docs and add like my lower thirds and a timer and just like things like that, setting up the cameras. It's a little more complex, I guess. I haven't done StreamYard, so I don't know. But I definitely, the nice thing is you can go on YouTube, if you guys ever heard of YouTube. You go, there's tons of videos. So it's like if you want a timer, I want a countdown timer for my intro video on OBS Studio. So you just go on YouTube and just type OBS Studio countdown timer, and there's a dozen or more videos that of people showing you how to do it. And so if you can follow along with step by step, generally they work. I've struggled with a few things. I know, like if you've noticed, people on StreamYard will have a thing where someone will make, like Clint Crosby will make a comment saying hi to Marco or whatever, and I was like, oh, I like that. And then you want to highlight it and you can bring up that comment and have it sit right here so everybody can see it. That is something you can do on OBS Studio. But when I tried to set it up on the other computer, it set it all up. And then when I would go in and I would hit the test would work. But it wouldn't actually work in real time. So when I was actually live, so I had it set up, you know, so if someone puts an emoji in their chat, the emoji would bounce around on the screen. And when I do a test, it would work, but when someone actually tried it, it didn't work. So it's kind of a thing where you think you got it set up right, but then like, oh, this file has to be in this location. You have to link it to this file. You have to do this. There's a lot. We're not even looking at knives. Anybody bored? We got 18 people in here, I guess. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone has any thoughts or advice. What do I do? So this is something I can have really quick. I've been trying to work these shelves out, and it's not like it's the most important thing in the world. But if you look at this one here, I moved the shelves so basically the bottom four are about the same height, and then the top one is a little bit higher. Okay, and then the reason I want to do that, the top one I thought would be better for like a display or something, like, and put this right here would look real cool on that taller top shelf. I could try to make them all exactly even, but I just thought it was kind of fun to have the four ones lower and a little bit more space for like a display above on the top one. I kind of have the other one over here set up a little different. If you look, they're narrower. So these shelves are a little bit tighter, and then there's a bigger one down on the bottom. So these even, tall, and this one's like big, small, a little bit bigger, and then big again. I don't know if anyone has any thoughts. Does one of them look better than the other? Does it even matter? Can you even tell? Am I out of my mind? Yes. Yes, I am. Maybe from here. You can just see that one's just a little bit tighter. I think almost just the even spaced ones is probably going to be the way to go. I don't know. Look at all these knives on the floor. This is my board that I record on or whatever. It does fit on the table right here, but because I am not filming right now and I'm going to hang this up here, I kind of moved everything out of the way. What's Kathleen saying? Hi, Kathleen. More interesting to have them different. What kind of lights are you going to get? I got them. Hold on a second. I picked up these RGB under cabinet lighting. And so what this is, we'll go ahead and open it up. See what kind of a mess we're getting into here. Oh, jeez. What is going on? We got Are they all rolled up in the same thing? So there's a bunch of connectors. And then I have this RGB LED roll. Looks like I might have to cut it, but I didn't think I had to cut it. No, there are ends. They're just all wrapped up in the same one. There's like 8 24-inch pieces in here. And so basically I'm going to put them underneath the lips. Each one of these shelves has a little lip right there. And so there's enough space that I can put that RGB 24-inch. This is like 26 across. So I'll have an RGB basically from here to here underneath each one, blasting light in there, and we can add, or we can make them change colors or pick colors or whatever we want to do. The images on the box don't really help. I mean, obviously, whatever. But we've got one. I'm sorry I'm making everyone nauseous, probably. Bouncing all over the place here. All right, so they're connected right there. All right. There it is. Okay. So here is one 24-inch strip. So that is going to be that long. And I'm going to have it mounted right there like that. You won't even see it. Boom. Let's plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Is that like a glee? Yeah, sometimes the brain remembers some of the dumbest things. I tell ya. Can you control them via an app? Yes, I can. It comes with a little remote, so you can use this remote if you want, or you can set them up via like a Bluetooth app or something, or there's a Bluetooth in here, so like you can basically connect it to your phone and then make changes on your phone, which, you know, I don't know how necessary that's going to be, since I'm going to be in this room. I can just use this remote, right? I wonder if it works on my other ones. All right. Doesn't. How about that? A lot of times you get lights and the remote will work. Okay. So here we are. Let's just go. Wow, there's too many options. There's that. Look at that. Lights up that whole space. Let's try to find just a bright, there's way too many white. Right. Too many options on here to make them brighter, darker, and of course I can't see. Oh, here we go. Bright. Look at that. That's pretty fun. Oh, my arm's in the way. Not bad. Not bad. All right. We will find out how they do. Get a few O bulbs. They are awesome. Kathleen, I can go either way. I can string them all together There's because you can connect them. So basically, I can run the wire to the first one, run it across the bottom, and then run the jumpers from the end of that up to the next one, and I can string them all together on one. Or you can run them individually if you want. But yeah, I think I'm going to run the stringer up the side and then to the next one and just have them all connected. That's the plan. But I don't know. I need to test it out, see if I like it, get a couple of them in there, see how bright they are, and decide. The other one, I use these pucks, which work great because they have all the different colors as well. And they're rechargeable, so you can plug them in and charge them up, which is really cool. But I didn't want to charge. I wanted to just be able to have it plugged in, have it running, and not have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Ron Dobbins, what's up? Right, that's another thing, like are those old bulbs, are those plug-in or are those battery powered or whatever? Because rechargeable is fine, but I really want to get away from that. It becomes one of those things where if I'm busy, it takes a lot, and I feel like I don't have enough time to do all the stuff and this running the channel and everything. And one extra thing you got to deal with is like, oh, I go live, and oh, the lights aren't charged up. Well, now I can't use that light because I got to charge it, and it takes 6 hours to charge or 3 hours to charge or what. Either way, even the fastest ones only take a couple hours, but in a couple hours, the live is now maybe done. I wanted to just go live for a couple hours. Got to head out. Take care. Thanks for hanging out, Pens and Pen Blades. They're rechargeable, but you can leave them plugged in, but each one has to be plugged in, and now I have to plug in a power strip. Basically, I got 5 levels times 2, so I have 10 spots that I want to light. So to me, getting ones that you could run in series and have plugged in, now I really only have to have one thing plugged in to run an entire shelf, which I think is probably the trick. Because right now I'm putting 2 lights per shelf in the other one, and they're all rechargeable. Ugh. Gets to be, where did I put that knife? Oh, no. I was using it. That makes me kind of concerned. Oh, it's over here. I'm gonna say like, wow, that was dumb. Who's got a Nest Street? You got the Tenable or the Concept? I have the Concept. I had a fun little Concept /10, or I mean, I have the Tenable. I had a little fun Tenable carry today. Anomaly and Nest Street, both green micarta. Yeah, leaving them plugged in is nice, but if they each have to have their own plug, yeah. You understand the concern. It's like you want to have the whole thing lit, but not have to have 5 things plugged in per shelf. I should get a few old bulbs and try them because they're fun. How much are they each? And are you talking about, is it like a little strip? Because I've seen like the ball, the Olight, the ball, and I know I've seen a few strips, and I have a few of their flashlights. I mean, I got one of them right here. This one's great, tiny little guy. Works awesome though. 20 to 40 bucks. Dude, the Anomaly, is a great Tonto. Just a no-nonsense, solid. I'm better with my left. All right. Just a good, solid user. I like the nest tree too. It's pretty fun. To be honest though, when I got it, it wasn't that I wasn't interested in getting it for myself, but I was kind of in the thought range of getting it to use as a giveaway. And so I probably, it's like I feel weird because like in your brain, because I do whatever I want, right? I mean, that's my money. I go buy something. Here it is. I bought it. But for some reason, I didn't say anything to anyone. But when I got it in my head, it was like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to find a couple cool giveaways. Got a nice deal on it. It's a fun, solid knife. And I was like, oh, yeah, I think that'll be one. But once I kind of put that in my brain, if I now put in my brain, I'm like, oh, no, I want to keep it. I feel like I'm cheating myself. Or like, it's like I already kind of decided I was going to use it as a giveaway. Am I weird? Yeah, you're weird. You're weird. It is awesome though. The button, when you just touch it, boom, just drops. Should get your ring tomorrow, but you never know about USPS. Awesome. Snail Trail Dale has been making some micarta. Look, green micarta. He makes micarta rings, and we're all weird. Truth facts. And he made me a green micarta ring. He asked what color I wanted. I said green. I have several green micarta knives that it'll go well with. And I am a size 13, apparently. Happy Friday the 13th, Jason, to me, right? Boom. Knives have become an obsession for me. Yeah. They've always kind of been there. I mean, I apologize right now. I'm scattered. I'm trying to start working on moving in this room, so I got just knives all over the place. But I have 20 plus knives in my collection that are pre-2010. You know, so it's not like I haven't been buying knives and had a lot of knives in my collection for years. I mean, yeah, the last couple of years, it's exploded. I only blame the community. I blame all of you because you are very great and fun to talk to and interact with, and you make me want more knives. Here we are. It's way more than that. We are, if obsession was a cliff, we jumped. I can quit knives anytime I want. I mean, I'm sitting at home and I still have knives in my pockets. Sometimes I take them out. I usually I leave one or two or whatever. The third one I carried today, I have the two anomaly, or concepts. I mean, tenables, Nest Street anomaly, and then I had the concept mini corvid cleaver. It's green G10, but it was green, so I got kind of a little green combo for the day. Wish I would have done one more extravagant just in case it would be in a, you know it's going to be in a video, bro. I mean, I'm not trying to get you to make me stuff, but you want to make a wild one? And I'll push you. I'll tell everyone where they can get one. Like it's all about hooking it up. I'll pay for it. I'll do a custom for you. Ron started getting into the higher end knives. Ron's got some really nice stuff. Yeah, I'm more into some higher end knives as well, but can I afford it? Not necessarily. We fell off that obsession cliff a long time ago. How's it going, Gabby? What are you up to today? I'm kind of scattered. Look at all the knives on the floor. How's that? Is this an angle? You guys watched with me and Justin yesterday. I think I turned and changed angles like 4 or 5 times. I mean, I have issues, but that's fine. I like the higher end stuff too, but I got them low end pockets. Truth fact. And sometimes I'm still in the, I just want to collect them all, you know, like I like to check them all out. So whenever I see one that's cool, even if it's a gas station, right? I mean, recently, about to fall off the chair. Some of my more recent purchases, I mean, I got this gas station Glory M-Tech, but then I also got this really cool Finch Nocturnal, you know, completely different end of the spectrum. I mean, this isn't like super premium, but retailed for $140 versus $6 or whatever. I'm not gonna carry this, but there is gonna be a shelf that's gonna have stuff like this. Stuff like this. I mean, why wouldn't you have that Battle Buddy up there? And the Fook Dragon. I mean, assisted opening gas station knives, they're a thing. And when you're a collector like me, you like them all. What's a guy to do? What's a guy to do? Anybody have a Finch knife? I really like this. I want more. They're generally in that $120 to $200 range, so a little bit more price to put down to pick one up. But I've been on the fence for a while. Now that I got one, I really want more, because then you learn. I'm definitely the type of person where most of the knives in my collection I have purchased myself. And so if I'm interested in a company and I don't know much about it, I am going to buy one at some point and I'll test it out. And if I like it, then I might buy another. And if I like that, then I might like it like Kaiser, and I've got 30 plus. Might have to get a Surge Knives Slip 4. Screenshot. Actually, if I do vertical lives in here, I have a computer right next to me that I can actually look up. See, this is going to be trick in the future. Whoops. Dropping my glasses. Slip 4, carbon fiber. Boom. See, because now it's like we're basically on my PC. Here's the Slip 4 that he's talking about. Boom. Oh, look at that blade shape. Sick. I like it. You broke all your knives in the last job? Were you prying and bending stuff with your knives? We got to get you a pry bar and some other tools to use instead of the knife, and then use your knives just for cutting. Thinking about getting your second James brand Barnes in micarta? Check out the Slip 7. Where's the search? Home. No. Why isn't there a search bar? I guess it's not going to tell us. These are just pictures. Boo! I can't even look up Slip 7. Not trying to talk bad about the company, but come on, let me do a better search. I tell you what though, 99% of knife websites are not great. Kaiser's one of my favorites, but man, you go on there and you hit the search and the search doesn't work, and then you have to open up the search that didn't work and then search within that search to get it to work. Yeah, Kathleen, I use OBS for all my my normal live streams. So this is how it usually is. So like if you're watching my normal live, this would be the screen you would see, or you'd see the table like this. And then I've got me here down here that I can then pop in and out. And then I've got the screen grab set up that I can still pop in and out. And my intro, got the new intro, working on that. But yeah, all my lives on Thursdays, I've been using that, and then I can screen share. But I'll be able to screen share a bunch more. I was on the home page. Home. All right, home. You saw it refresh. Where's the search? Contact, facts, videos, gear, watches, knives, store, home. There is no search. Slip 7 is right here on the front page, though. There it is. See, why wouldn't it let me look it up, though? That was like, because even up here in knives, it doesn't exist in here, but it exists on page 1. Again, not trying to talk bad. This website navigation thing doesn't work very well for a lot of channel or a lot of knife companies. What's up, Fred? Been busy, Fred. How you been? Wow, this is sweet. I like that stonewash kind of finish. Although, not a fan of the... I'm just bad talking today. The background matches the blade, so it doesn't contrast. If you had this on any other surface, you could actually appreciate the blade a little bit more. Like, why would you want the surface to exactly match? That is really cool looking, though. I love the blade shape. See, you almost can't even see the edge. It just blends. Truth. Very cool looking knife, though. What was the other one? The other one was the the four you were talking about. See, like, look at how much better it looks against the green. You know what I mean? Just pops. Am I going to get the new Golden Dot design caliber? Is it smaller then? Sub caliber, so it's a smaller caliber. If I was going to get one, I'd get the full size lefty version that I got to check out. Or was that one a lefty version? Maybe the caliber wasn't. No, it was. It was, because it was Lanyard Man sent it to me. I would definitely get the bigger one, though. That knife is incredible. Definitely one of my favorite knives. Although the regular caliber is big, so the smaller one actually might be okay. Is this fun? What kind of a weird setup vertical live are we getting ourselves into? It's only going to get, they have lefty versions, yeah. How big is that one, though? I feel like for that, I would probably want to just get the full size. Sub caliber is 3.36. Say it slowly. Quality. The quality is there. What's up, big hams, bro? We are in the new room. I'll give you a little 360 pan. Let me zoom on out. Whoa, and then back in. So this is the new mess of a table. We got the new Cougar. As you can see right there, it's called the Cougar. She's got some lights and colors and whistles and bells and a little bit brighter than I would have realized that I was getting. Got my cameras hooked up to the ceiling, all non-bouncy stuff. I got a new chair that I'm going to get set up, but it's on nice metal wheels. It rolls really nice, super comfy. So that'll be my main chilling chair in here. But I have hardwood floors, and it wants to scratch my floors up. So I got a little mat, like a little office mat to have underneath there. Picked up a couple of nice shelves. They are very cool. A couple inches narrower this way than the other one I had, but almost the same. But now I have two. So I had almost 180 knives on that other shelf. Let's go. You want to go look at it for fun? Hardwood floors. TMI, TMI. Have a good day, Kathleen. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm going to be on for a little bit and then go pull up Matisfactions Live and hang out and set up my monitor and stuff in here. What's up, Kenneth? I've seen you in either Bees or Tri-States Live. First time catching you. What's up, Kenneth? Yeah, I have been in both of those. For sure. So this is my old, I used to have everything. We're about to see some chaos right now. Here's the 3D printer, the airbrush studio. Here's my, where I used to have my setup for my filming. I would record all my videos right here. Right now it's turned into a chaos. Just throw everything that doesn't have a spot on this table until I get it cleaned up. Got some down there too. I used to have this be my background for my live streams, but I've been pulling stuff out. And then my vertical lives, I would stand right here like this. And we would do kind of one of these things so you could see a bunch of the knives right there. Just subbed, right on, Kenneth. I do a lot of custom stuff as well. So if you're interested in like die projects like this here with a nice fade die, or I do laser marking and acid etching, and I've got a CNC machine that I haven't hooked up because I'm slow. I have crazy knives that are huge bone cutting monsters. I got slip joints, all types of budget knives. I like to get weird, crazy gas station silly knives, but then I also like to get nicer knives. I got a nice concept shikari right here. I have some old stuff. This is the old cold steel triple action. Got a nice double-edged dagger on there. This is kind of like a butterfly knife, but different. So it drops down like that, and the blade goes up. It's hard to do slow. Boom, boom. But I think I got this in like 2007. Super fun. Bunch of Kaisers back there, some bucks. Of course, the poop knife. Everybody's got to have a poop knife in their collection, right? Got this from the pass around. If you know what's up, you know what's up. I got a Knives Fast too. Butter Knives Fast 175. So yeah, old lives used to be there and here. Got some knives on the table or on the couch here. I might actually take some of my plants and move them in there as well. Okay, this collection has me like half. Ha! Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Bunch of stuff I was talking about. I was on Casey's live on Monday. So these are the ones I had laid out on the table. And we were kind of talking about, this is one of my new favorites. Concept Goblin XL, S35, Frag Titanium. The blue butterfly. Stupid gas station fun. I dig it. Here's a couple of laser marks that I did. So it's a blue aluminum, and I do a white laser mark on there. And then this was one of my first acid etch attempts. So I was just doing some tests, just messing around. But I got a really nice white laser mark on aluminum. So like this is a green aluminum accipiter. Made it look like a wing with the feathers. You and Justin going to go do a live together soon? We've been doing them on Tuesdays. We did one yesterday, and we'll probably do them pretty much every Tuesday from here on out. Here's a laser mark I did of a little Wi-Fi Sagaya pattern. I got to get this shipped out. This was for a giveaway a little while back. It's going to go. Finally got the address. Here's a couple die jobs. Got the White Vision FG right when it came out. This is an awesome knife. Oop. And just threw some red on there. Going to be doing the die on this pretty soon. damn designs. I'm thinking dark blue. Someone said red to black fade. I thought that might be kind of fun, but I don't know. I think almost with the color of the hardware on here that dark blue might look the best. Really getting into slip joints like Rosecraft. Oh my God, my knees. I'm getting old. Got my Jack Wolf right here. Boom. This is the Primo Jack. We're just going to go ahead and set that on the table. I also like some crazy stuff. Look at this thing. We're talking 0.25 thickness because you got to have the thickness once in a while. Here's my Jason machete with my Jason mask, my little bonsai tree. I probably need to water that. I watered this recently. Everything over there is doing fine. Check out this huge Rough Rider. Boosh. Guaranteed for life. I'm going to take this in the backyard this summer and hack and slash our way through nothing or something. I don't know. So yeah, studio's all set up. Computer's running good. I'm going to get this other monitor that's on the floor mounted on the wall. I'm going to get my lights mounted up in my shelves. We're doing stuff. We are doing stuff. All right. Why is that? It's funny now. My chat has been working good. You call that a knife? Can I do what on flat titanium scales? Sorry, I got behind and missed you there, Kenneth. What was the question about? It says, can you do that on flat titanium scales? Do what? Which one? Maybe? Greetings from Russia. Oh, I'm on the screen over here. Hello, Russia. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. The laser stuff. Yes, absolutely. If you go, I mean, I can actually even do it right now. I can show you a couple on my channel. Wow, this is kind of fun. All right, so let's see, laser. Got a lot of laser videos. Trying to see some titanium ones. This one's a fun one. That's real time. That's a white laser mark on aluminum. An AVR. God, I haven't seen some of these videos in a while. Huh. Oh, who has that knife? Pretty simple design with just the circles. It's fun to watch though. What I wanted to show you though was I probably need to type ano or yeah. I throw AVR putters. Could you see an AVR? I have several AVRs. They're basically the best. Here's an example of some two-tone.
Okay, stage 2 of the titanium anodizing process. I did the entire thing in magenta. Then I sanded the top surface, and now we're redoing it, bringing it to the gold, which is under magenta, so the magenta does.
Let's see that again. That's real time. So yeah, the whole thing I anodized in the magenta, and then I sanded this off back to bare titanium. And then as long as you keep the voltage lower than the first color, the second colors will whip through and the first color won't change. Boom. Pretty fun, huh? All right, so let's find... Wow. You would think it would pop up better than that. Spyderco? Oops. Here's the Yo Jumbo that I did for... Tell me that doesn't look cool. Let's bring it back. Here we go. So what I did here is, as it was anodizing and changing colors, you wait until the color starts to go, and then when it's where you want, you start removing it. So I slowed the voltage down, so it ramps up really slow on the machine, and then that way you have more control. So as it's slowly kind of shifting, and we can see now we're starting to get to the color that we want, and now we start removing it, but we let it keep going. So as it keeps changing, boom, and you get the fade. Fun stuff, right? Okay, so it must be under MPG. Why? It's funny, I can't even find a video. There it is. So you're asking originally about laser marking titanium. So here I laser marked titanium. So we started off with silver scales. So notice they're kind of scratched up. They have a little damage from like pocket clip and stuff like that. And so then what I did, here we go, here's the before, and then I sandblasted it. So before sandblast, after sandblast, got them nice and clean. And then we anodized it a color. So here it is, kind of bringing it up to the color that we want. It's like we're running ads for my older videos. How old is this video? 9 months ago. So we get it to the blue that we want, and then we took it out. And then I made this laser mark. So I designed this as a laser mark, and then found the square that I want from the pattern, filled it in as a hatch like that. So now we've got our design, right? Then I did a little test mark for a removal, because what we did is a removal laser mark. So instead of a laser mark, it's actually set up to remove the anodization. And so you do some tests on the inside and it's hidden. And so you can get the test how you want it. Now we've got this here, and now we're going to run the drawing that I did, but we're not going to laser mark, we're going to laser remove. Looks like I have a lot of content to check out. I do a ton of stuff. Shipwrecking is one of my favorites. Yeah, so you can see now where the laser is actually hitting it. It's not marking, it's removing. So it's actually bringing it back to bare metal. It takes a while to kind of dial in the settings, but once you've got them set, then you can go and do that removal, right? I guess you see where we're going with this. So we sandblasted it, anodized it. Laser mark removal. Then we've got that design. Now we take it in and we anodize it again, but we do it in a lower voltage than the first one, and it won't change the first one. And then we can pause and be like, ooh, how does it look golden blue? How does it look purple and blue? How does it look blue and blue? You can kind of get an idea. But as long as you only ramp it up to the lower, they are expensive lasers, sharp on site. I actually work in a metal finishing company, so I have access to really nice lasers, really nice anodizing equipment, and stuff like that. So I don't actually own the equipment, but I get to use it when I'm not working. What's up, Kevin Smith and Knives? So this was actually a custom job for MPG. That's the design she wanted. She basically said, I've got this Spyderco she wanted, and she wanted to do a two-tone ano. And so that is how we did it. I didn't actually get to put it together. She only sent me the scales, but I got to have them and show them off. This is what's kind of cool, as you can see. Notice the line on the edge. So the way the laser mark, it didn't bleed off on the vertical side, because the side is straight up and down. So the laser didn't hit right here, which is kind of cool because it kind of just gives it an accent on that side. It was definitely a really fun project, though. I met Sharp on site. Sure did. It's all coming back to me now. What's up? What's up? What are we all up to? Thanks for jumping in. Oh, so there's that. Tons of fun. Tons of fun. All right, here we are. So this is the new room, the new shelves, new lights, new monitor, new computer. I got a lot of crap to do. Time is it? 5:30. What's everyone getting into on a lovely Wednesday? Taught you a bunch about stropping. Maybe I should take a stropping lesson. I don't know much about stropping. I just know that I do it a couple of times and it helps. I strop backwards. I know everyone has their own techniques, but what I do is, like, when I sharpen, this is just a chintzy example, but when I sharpen, I push away, or, you know, I go towards the sharp edge, right? And then when I strop, I go away like this. Is that the best method? I don't know. That's what I do. Do I know anything in Russian? I do not, unfortunately. It would be nice to know some more languages. And unfortunately, like when I was a kid, I took, you had to take a language in high school, but I didn't care. I didn't pay attention. You know, I was busy flirting with the blonde that was in my class. She's a cutie. And I didn't care, so I didn't really learn it. So I don't really have anything to show for it. Saw an insane sale on the Tactile Maverick titanium versions and pull the trigger. Regret nothing. Why would you? That sounds great. Sounds great. Tactile Maverick titanium. Don't you already have, you have one Tactile? Hello from Russia. We've got a couple people from Russia today. Greetings. I have a couple, I have a Russian, what is it, dagger knives? I have one dagger. Spelled with 2 R's, but it's in another room somewhere. My collection is all over the place today. Blind Woo a Fury. What's up? Dank's getting his first AK today. Congrats. I have an AR from 2007. Wow, it's been a long time. Kevin Smith and Nye is married a teacher. Yeah, you have a rock wall. You have one. I think I saw it. Didn't you bring it to Wisconsin? I feel like I saw it. What's up, Fabio? I'm not sure what you said, but hello. I apologize. I only really can do English. Would I like to visit Russia? Sure. I would like to visit the whole world, really. I mean, there's so many beautiful places in many places. But yeah, I'd go to Russia. That'd be fun. Always been an AR guy. Yeah, AK, it's good luck. We don't really talk about them in here, but I have a few. Not only did KDK not learn in another language, his English has become crappier as well. Allahu Azahar has entered the chat. I do my best, bud. I do my best. I'm slowly downgrading to adequate. adequate. We have a Chinatown, but we don't have a Russia town. Interesting. I remember when I lived in LA, there was some really good Chinese restaurants. There was some Korean barbecues that I would go to that were, oh, have you ever been to a Korean barbecue? Oh my God. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. One of the things I miss from living in LA, I don't miss much. I miss some of the cool friends that I met. And the food. There was just some places that we would eat. Oh, I get pho on a regular basis, William. Surprisingly, I mean, yeah, there was a couple spots in LA that were primo, but I'm in Minnesota and there's one right by the disc golf course that we go to. They have pho and they have really good banh mi sandwiches. Get yourself a pork banh mi sandwich. Thank me later. But yeah, pho is fantastic. We would get that in California all the time. But no, I just found there's one literally 5 blocks down and 2 over from me right now that I've gone to maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks since I found it a few months ago. They make some really good stuff. They have they got so much good stuff. Pork belly that you can pick up. And what did I got? I got this sausage last time that I'd never seen before. It was just this big sausage and got some rice and it had some stuff in it. Really good stuff. Vietnamese food is really excellent for sure. The thing is that's the only thing we definitely still get the banh mi sandwiches at that place by the park like all summer long. But the pho in the middle of the summer when it's hot, I'm not always as interested in it because you eat it and you just get super hot. So on a really hot summer day, it's not as great. You know it, Lou. Mushu pork? That sounds good too. I'm starving. What am I eating for dinner? Pizza. I ordered a Jets pizza last night. I got the 8-corner slice, like deep dish pizza, knowing full well that you only can eat them on my own, you know. I ate half of it. So now I got the other half, which is good. And a lot of times, reheated pizza is better than the first time. I got a toaster oven. I don't know if you have a toaster oven, but that's the way to go. Reheated pizza is better than regular pizza. I'll usually take it out of the fridge, take a couple pieces, put them in the microwave for like 30 seconds, just enough to bring them back to like room temperature. Then put them in the toaster oven for like 5 minutes. And excellent. Oh, this finch. Seen this finch yet? Finch nocturnal. Where is this? I don't know how dark it's going to get. This ain't so bad. No, look at the other side. Non-glow, glow. They both glow. But yeah, tell me that's not one of the sickest glow ever. We could make a restaurant that serves nothing but reheated pizza. What's called twice baked? It's better twice baked. Twice baked Zaz. Get him here. Boom. What's up, Justin? Cheesesteak sandwiches? That sounds great. That sounds great. And we're back. Boom. Like weed and pizza? Just about. Echo. Sorry I didn't see you sneak in here. Make a few big batches of these. Was it only small batch? I don't even know how Finch does their stuff. But I can tell you, the action drops great, flips out, feels good, has a choke up spot. No jumps. No jimps. You know I love my jimps, but sick. I definitely want another one. I'm on the fence. I think the Undertaker is definitely the one that I saw the light. Illuminati saw the light. Well, we just do this, just on one spot. It just makes it look completely different. Ha! You meant to be. Ha! Gotcha. I gotcha. Are we even living if there aren't jimps? I mean, I want to agree with this statement, but at the same time, there are no jimps on here, and I still love this knife. Although, who's a jimp master? Who do I talk to? Be like, yo, who's going to slap some jimps on there? Maybe I need to start learning how to make jimps. That'd be a thing. I suppose you'd have to set up, you want to set up like, you know, put it in like a vise and then have like a mill set up that you can move it. You can either move it or move the whatever, but you could set up like something that you could go and go zzz and make the line and then move it and zzz, 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 and then have the depth set. So you basically set the depth on the same, although then it's going to kind of curve in. You almost need to be able to go, well, need to work on the jimps. What's up, No Bull? Blade Walker himself. What's going on, bud? Good to see you. Just kind of hanging out for a little bit. I know Matisfaction's going live soon. I try to do my best to pay attention to when the normal lives are. I know people do vertical lives all the time, so it's hard to not. But I like to look at the knife tube schedule and take note from when people got lives going on. And I know that Maddie goes on in a little bit here. Actually, I'm going to check and see if he's kicked on yet. He usually does. He usually goes on at 6, I believe, right? They make jimping files. So you just get the file and just and then learn how to do it very even. I don't see him live yet. Oh, it's scheduled for 6:10. You're a jimpophile. Yeah. It's perfect. That's great. That's what I'm talking about. Tactical Maverick TI. Let's look it up. That's the one that you got? I'm going to start collecting swigs, or I don't know what they're called. Can't even pick it up. Paper cut test. Look at that. Curly Q. It's like the smallest, thinnest little piece. Oh, it's Gimping files. Gimping files. Ha! KDK's a gangster. Ha! I got it, bud. We got it. Kevin Smith and Ives is eating Panera. Momos and Jimpify. Oh, okay. Tactile Maverick Titanium. Ooh, baby. Magnet cut? Is that the one you got? Proudly machined and assembled in Dallas. Thumb stud, crossbar, magnet cut. Show me another shot. Boosh. That is dope. You got Donnie making you a Ripley? That looks great laid off, Pete. I like the blue accents. Ah, so that's how big it is compared to your rock wall. Is that what it's called, right? Blues typing with a zipper and leather mask on, right? My what? Thomas McD. What is happening, bud? Yeah, that thing looks cool. Tactile makes some really nice stuff. When I had the rock, this one here on loan, man, that thing. Was that from the Mr. Eddie collection, or what was that one from? I don't remember. But I had one for a little while. It was on TPK for $199. Really? $150 off? Wow. Titanium Justin, he has a link for $150 off on TPK. What was it called again? Maverick. I typed it. It doesn't like TPK. Why doesn't it like TPK? What do I need to type other than that for it to understand? Just bringing me to tactile knife. I guess I got to go to TPK only. But what is that? That's not going to even let me pop that up either. KDK likes doing things the hard way. I don't have that link connected to my computer. That's my phone, if he even had a link. See, I had to type TPK knives to get traditional pocket knife. Like, that's dumb. Searches are dumb. Sold out. Sold out, sold out, sold out. All they have left is the black micarta and the black G10. Ew. Bummer. Try typing titanium Justin, like under Google. He's the first thing. Titanium Justin. Titanium Talks. Titanium Justin Instagram. Titanium Justin TikTok. He's on. He's good. There are no other Titanium J's. What will I get eventually, Lou? What will I get eventually? What's up, Sterling Stutes? I'm only so fast. Can't keep up with the chat that's slow, you know? I mean, I totally miss it. We're dropping. We're dropping. Oh my God. Oh, I do need to get these shelves going though. It's gonna get wild in here, get the lights set up, get everything complete, and get set. And then when we do the live tomorrow, For those of you who have arrived here recently, I did just hit 9,000 subscribers. Thank you all very much. We're at 9,000 and a little change. I'm going to do a huge giveaway at 10K. A lot of crazy stuff. But we are going to celebrate tomorrow, Thursday night, my normal live, 6 p.m. Central Time. And hope to see you there hanging out. We'll have a good time. But yeah, 9K. Awesome stuff. Much appreciated to everyone in the community. Go to Titanium Justin's page for the link. Oh, well, but then I'd have to go all the way to his page and then look through his page to find the link. It's just as fast just to go to Google. That's one step rather than 3 steps. I don't know if that's making it harder on myself or easier. Justin traded the Kunwu. Do we know who you traded it to? And what did you trade it for? Tell us. What did you end up getting? I am interested. It was your YouTube post today. For split a commission, you see, okay. You see your name down there, Justin? See how it's blue? See how there's a little wrench next to it? That means you are a trusted wrench. That means you could take that link and post it right there. I don't have a link that I'm getting anything for it, but you do. I give you the permission to post that said link. If I clicked on it on my computer, I'm not grabbing the link and able to throw it in here easy. It doesn't make it easy for me to post the link. I'd have to look it up on my phone or look it up on here, then open up my chat and then put it in there. Versus people that have, just like Lou, also with the wrench. I count on the people with the wrench to take the links that are appropriate for the live and add them to said link live. Especially, because it's like, okay, if I have a Kaiser link, then yeah, I wouldn't want someone posting their link to Kaiser, but I would assume they would also know that because they're a trusted blue wrench. But a trusted blue wrench like Justin that has a link that I know I don't have, I love you guys. You're so cute. But we can just say it's my fault. It's my fault. But yeah, there you go. Titanium Justin's link to traditional pocket knives. You get the deal if you're interested in it. Lou! Oh, I got to screenshot that. Lou just said that I have a point. Nick, I don't have a wrench, but I have this. I haven't gotten crazy with the wrenches. I think it's funny sometimes that, I'm not knocking anybody at all, but you go to some channels and like every single person is like got 40 wrenches. What's the deal, Mick Ranger? It's this right here, the Maverick. But I already closed that window, I guess. Blind Woo, you're wrenched. You've been wrenched for a while. But yeah, these are $350 for the tactile Maverick, but they're $200 on TPK, and you can use that link that Titanium Justin posted for a extra special price. Maddie does lives where it's all blue. Oh, he's one of them. I was thinking TKE's live. But I know there's a few where it's just like, dude, there's 40 people in here and they all have a wrench, which is fine. The more the merrier, I guess. Speaking of Mattisfaction, I know he's going to go live soon. I want to make sure I'm going to be done by then. KDK is streaming in vertical, which makes the link appear as uncopyable text rather than an easily clippable hyperlink. Tomorrow I'll be in horizontal. I'll be just like this over here. There it is. My OBS studio. Here's the chat. Here's the table. Here's the screen grab. There's the screen we're grabbing. You're getting it all. You're getting it all. Got a new intro. Oh ho ho. Excite bike. I don't want your dang wrench. I mean, Mick, if you want one. Shit. Turn them blue. Just turning them blue. Just like that. Because why not? Kids. I was just playing. But you are kind of a trusted person. So, I mean, there's been many, for those of you that are not aware, how do I look at the, like if it's coming from, oh, I got to look at, wait, how do I look at the camera when it's like this? Yeah, Mick has been pretty good about getting me we're back. My bad. Yeah, Mick finds some good deals and he has passed them on to me, and I have been able to take advantage of said deals, and I thank Mick. So he's kind of earned the blue, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Mick, I passed off those. It's been a while. I have not. Pretty soon, everyone will have a wrench. No, Lou, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. But yeah, the scales are going to be anodized probably tomorrow. I haven't taken the Demco apart yet, but I did bring them in and kind of got them prepped and ready to go. So I'll probably ano them tomorrow. Kind of filmed a little pre. What's up, Lanyard man? I guess I didn't notice he was in here. My bad, bud. I'm all over the place. What up, Adams? How are you? Just kind of chilling for a little bit before Satisfaction starts up. I got a bunch of knives on the floor. What do we think about this angle? Watching from Bangladesh. Holy God. I'm going to salute Bangladesh. This is the Concept Goblin XL. I love this knife. Boom. Check that out. S35VN. Frag titanium. Ugh. Absolute beast. Everybody was anodizing. Some of the deals come and go in minutes, right? That's why when like Mick was like, hey dude, the Demco scales are $50. I was like, what? And I ended the stream and I went and bought them. Instant. I was like, I need to get those. I've been wanting titanium scales for my Demco. It's like, boom. What's up, Brian? Brian the man. How you doing, dude? I'm going to be jumping off pretty quick. Maddie's going on in just a couple of minutes. And so I'm going to cut over there once he starts up. And I'm just doing some stuff, getting things going. I got some supplies for finishing up the room in here. So I'm going to get going on that, get it done. Boom. This is another one of those super specials that he let me know about, the Flytanium Arcade. I got this for half price. Actually, it was less than half price. There he is, Mick, right there. Here it is, the half price arcade. Boom. Sick, sick knife. I might do some stuff to this. I kind of like it the way it is. I think I'm going to get that full length back spacer though. What are my top 3 favorite fixed blades? Ooh, that's kind of a toughie. But where is all my stuff? Classic Buck 119. I've loved this since I was a kid. They've been making these for 40 plus years just like this. Awesome knife. Buck 119. Excellent fixed blade. One of my top 3. Another one. This is a newer one. This is the Kaiser fixed blade Milita. Look at the jimps right here and here. Secondary jimps. You got some jimps under there on the bottom. What is this one? An S35 VN blade and camo carbon on there. This is just a solid. I've got it with this clip and the ulti clip that fits right in your pocket. And then just dude, this just like pops out. Excellent size for a fixed blade. The other one I'd say is my newest that I purchased. This is a custom. I got this in at Blade Show, Texas. This is a Sea Fox. We have a hollow grind satiny magna cut blade, white paper micarta, and then the koa on there. I mean, it's a custom. Look at this thing. Magna cut, gorgeous. Nice little choke up spot right there for me to get in. Index finger for me sits right out there. It's just got a great, like this feel, like this. I can get in there and draw, cut, and just, gorgeous knife. Dig it. Got another custom, the Sheriff. This is a 154 cm mirror edge, lightning sharp razor beast. Micarta handle, big old handle. Get a good grip on there, and it's a smaller blade, so you can get in there and just tear through like cardboard or whatever. This thing is just an absolute beast. I got my Mr. Eddie. This is a one-of-a-kind custom too. Got that hammered moon crater kind of a look and feel, and then the honeycomb pattern on the super thick handle. Ugh. Tell me that's not rad. I like a Magna Cut safety razor to shave with. What's? Oh my God, my knees. This is a new one that I got. This is actually a butter knife. This is, you can see the stamp on there, New York. It's like, it's pretty old, but it was a rounded, soft, non-sharp butter knife that was reprofiled, and now it's sharp and it's got that clip point to it. Pretty fun. Pretty fun, kind of a regrind. Ooh, jeez. Custom Fixie is a great choice, no doubt. No doubt about it. What's up, Bryant? Fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, this has just been, ever since I saw Friday the 13th Part 4 in the cover on the movie, it's got this, it's kind of like that, and I've always loved this knife. It's also been in some other horror movies, Scream, etc. So, I mean, yeah, for sure. But then you always got to go with the Monster Bowie. I mean, why wouldn't you? That's a knife right there. I mean, this is a 6-inch blade. That's a knife. That's a knife. All right. Well, Maddie's about to go live. If you guys are interested, I'll probably be over on the Mattisfaction Live, hanging out. I'm going to get the rest of this room set up. My normal live is Thursday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you there. We just hit 9K. Thank you all very much for helping me get there. And start working on the shelves and get it all set up. Have a good time tomorrow night. Thank you all for hanging out. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.